It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the 10th day of November, 2020, coming to you from Forest in Bedford County in Central Virginia. So far, not a wet day, but a wet day as expected, as we're actually going to get some tropical weather starting to come through here as we go on through the day today and tomorrow, but more for that in a minute. Couple things I need to touch base on. Some of you have already noticed and have watched it that I posted this morning, the first of my reports on my journey with prostate cancer. I'm going to separate it from this show as a general rule. So I'm going to post a separate video for each week is the way I hope to do it. And then a special video if something major comes along in between the week-to-week basis. I hope to do that on Monday mornings. The reason it didn't get done yesterday is I had, quite frankly, folks, I had just an awful day yesterday. Felt like crap all day. I just couldn't make myself get anything done. So that's going to happen through this. But anyway, it got done this morning, so it's up. I had a ton of people have watched it already, and for that I'm thankful. There could be some of you that are new to this channel now that have come to us via the Prostate Cancer Journal. And if you are new, welcome aboard. The main focus of this channel is travel and cruise industry news and stuff on travel and cruise industry. So we do this news show Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're always welcome. If you are new, you'll notice that a continuous dialogue is carried on in the chat room from all of our supporters. Now, beyond that, to you guys that are normal family members here on this channel, I can't thank you enough for the support you've given me, not only here, the support you've given us on the Cruise Amigos, on our new Support a Port Foundation. We had a soft launch Sunday for that. We've got a few little bugs to work out, but technically everything's working as far as donations. So people, if they want to donate to a port, that's up and running. So that's our Support a Port program. There'll be links down in the description for you can follow. But just a heartfelt thanks to see you guys and everything I do literally around the world is wonderful. And I do thank you for your support and all that. That's just terrific. So, okay, a couple, let's see, anything else this morning? No, I can't think of anything. All right, get a couple stories out of the way. The lead story today is Florida-based cruise line stops reservations. That's our friends down at Bahamas Paradise. Of course, a cruise line with two ships that sails to the Bahamas from the port of Palm Beach. They've temporarily stopped taking reservations on cruises. Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line had previously stopped allowing cruisers to book cruises online. However, reservations could still be made over the phone. Now they have shut that down as well. They're not taking any reservations for now. And of course, there's a message on the website from our friend, the CEO. Yeah, and it says about what you'd think. What the thing that I found very disheartening in the whole story was that, of course, Bahamas Paradise operates two cruise ships, the Celebration and the Grand Classica. The cruise line offers 2-night cruises to the Bahamas that can be combined with resort stays. They're the only cruise line to offer that unique combination. You guys all know that my next trip to Florida to get on a cruise, I'm going through Palm Beach and doing one of their cruises. kind of the scary thing about this is a lawyer from Bahamas Paradise told the Miami Herald that bankruptcy is a possibility as the cruise line struggles with cruises being shut down since the middle of March. We talked about numerous times their plans to get reopened, and they've had to put it back and put it back and put it back with the whole CDC business and the pandemic business. And it's crippled them. So keep my fingers crossed for CEO Khosa and all of his Bahamas Paradise family, that they can somehow continue in operation and we'll get through this and get back. Now, a side caveat to that, I mean, I know all you guys heard about the news yesterday from Pfizer. That's just terrific news. 90% efficacy on a vaccine, way higher than anybody dreamt of. So that's in the pipeline. We could start seeing some vaccines before the end of the year. Now, of course, that's going to go to healthcare workers first, and then old folks like me probably next. Any crucial people first, of course. But when you have a vaccine that's going to be available with 90% of efficacy, that's going to open a lot of people's eyes that are saying, I'm not going to take a vaccine. So I felt real good about that. Hats off to the Pfizer folks. The Moderna studies will be out very soon, and it's the same kind of thing. So that's terrific. Might as well fuss while I'm here. The many of you folks out there were happy about the results of the election. Many weren't. I mean, it's 51% was happy and 49% wasn't. I don't remember the exact numbers. It was close. But many of you went out and celebrated. And I have no problem with that. Thankfully, most of the people that celebrated at least wore masks, but they sure didn't take into account social distancing. Folks, we cannot let our guard down for the next at least 3 months minimum. We've got to continue with everything we've been doing, those of us that have been doing it. We've got to wear our mask. We've got to keep up with the sanitization, with our hand washing and all that stuff. And we've got to practice social distancing until we get a handle on this, we get numbers coming down, and we get this vaccine out and about and get some decent percentages on that. Then, and only then, can we truly start getting our lives back to a new normal, which is going to be as close to normal as we'll probably ever see again. But still, folks, don't let your guard down. Don't start taking advantage of the situation and doing things. I mean, yes, it was better than some of the things that were at the White House and the mega rallies and stuff. Thank goodness it was better than that. But still, there's a lot of people who didn't follow social distancing. So stay diligent, guys. All right. Aida Cruises, in a kind of surprising move, at least I found it surprising. It came out of Germany this morning. Aida has applied for financial aid in the form of a credit application. The credit is said to be in the region of 400 million pounds. The news comes from the North German radio station NDR, which first reported it. Aida Cruises is a German subsidiary of the Costa Group, which belongs to Carnival Corporation. According to the German radio sources, the Rostock cruise operator Aida has applied for state aid from the German Economic Stabilization Fund for the sum of 400 million pounds. It would not be the first company to do so. MV Werfen, owned by Asian cruise group Genting, Mein Schiff, and Marilla operator TUI, and Lufthansa all have applied to the same fund. So I guess Carnival is looking for money anywhere they can get it. All right, weather front. Everybody, I'm sure, has been following the whole situation with Aida. Aida, of course, has just wreaked havoc with Florida yesterday. South Florida. That's the wrong map that's up there now. Goodness gracious. That's not even the correct map now. But anyway, that's okay. Where Aida is up a little closer. I wonder if I can do that on the fly. Let's see if I can do that and pull the map up while I'm talking. Is that to be the right map? I think so. So we'll see if that pops up now, and I'll switch over. No, that's the wrong map. I got the wrong map in the hopper. Sorry about that. Okay, so you got Aida now. Aida is kind of just past the tip of Cuba. It has sailed around, kind of curved through South Florida yesterday, where it just wreaked havoc with this humongous rain. There were places there in Fort Lauderdale that had 18 inches of rain, 20 inches of rain. Bonnie, of course, our friend Bonnie down there, Bubba got wet a couple times, which is never a good sign. But anyway, Aida now, as the latest update from the National Hurricane Center, is sticking right about 60 miles an hour. It's located about 60 miles off the tip of Cuba, 992 on the millibars. Heavy rainfall from Aida will continue across western Cuba and southern Florida today and tonight. Additional flash and urban flooding is a possibility. And then it's been moving kind of in a southerly fashion. It's going to turn north. Exactly when and where, we don't know, but it is going to turn north, and it's probably going to head up toward the Panhandle sometime later on in the week. By then, we just have no idea. This thing could go anywhere. It could go west to Texas, back to Mexico, back across Florida, could go straight north into the Panhandle. I mean, there's all kinds of meteorological reasons for all this stuff that we don't know yet, but it is going to turn north later on today and start moving in a northerly fashion. Now, currently also on the map, if I had the right map up, that I'd for somehow uploaded the wrong map. But anyway, there's another system that's down here kind of south of Puerto Rico in the Caribbean. That's one that's worth watching. Currently, it has about a 70% chance of further advancement. It's a tropical wave located over the eastern Caribbean Sea, producing showers and thunderstorms. The wave is expected to move westward into a more conducive environment and conditions over the next several days. So that's going to be heading toward where Aida is now, and it's going to strengthen as it gets over these warm waters. And we have the 29th named storm, which is Theta, which is out in basically in the middle of the Atlantic, but oddly enough, it's going in the wrong direction. It is actually heading east, maybe aimed toward like Portugal. Whether or not Theta ever develops to a hurricane, it's getting pretty close. It's up to 70 miles an hour now. The pressure has dropped this last hour. It's now down to 989, so that means it's probably going to intensify. But it's moving easterly, so we don't have to worry about it in this country. It's a possibility it could interact with Europe. So that's a kind of an unusual situation. But that's Theta, the 29th named storm in the Atlantic Basin this year, and that, of course, is a new record. So that's it on the weather situation. If you're down there in South Florida, actually, if you're anywhere in Florida or along the Gulf Coast, stay vigilant, folks. This thing, we have no idea where Aida is going to go and what Aida is going to do. It's going to be slow moving. This is going to last all week, well into the weekend probably, before we have a real good idea what's going to happen with that. So stay on your toes. All right, let's go see who's with us today in the chat room. Okay, we got Tom Henry. Sonny's with us. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Gretchen's here. Hi, Gretchen. Tom Henry says, I was considering doing a Bahamas Paradise Cruise when we were in Florida over Christmas. I called him a couple of weeks ago, and Rep said he would call me when they start taking reservations. Yeah, that's sad. I realize with all the problems that the industry has had, but when you can't even go that far to take somebody that wants to book a cruise, you can't. That's sad. Tom also says the suite over the staff pay does not sound like it's going well for them. Yeah, obviously they have all kinds of problems. Emily's with us. Hey, Emily, how's things up in New York? Chillie, how are you feeling? Today I'm feeling really good. I got up early because yesterday was awful. I got nothing done yesterday. And so I got up early today trying to catch up, which, one of the difficulties with the situation, especially with the catheter, is sitting. It's very uncomfortable. So if I'm at my desk like I am now working on my computer, it's just not comfortable. So I put in a couple hours here this morning. I had to take a break. So I took about an hour and a half break, and then I got back at it to get the show going. And again, I'm uncomfortable. So that's going to happen as long as I'm stuck with this cotton picking catheter. Quite frankly, I did talk to my urology folks this morning and said, okay, what's the possibility of getting rid of this thing? Or am I going to have to live with it until whatever happens? And she said, no, we got to get the scans this week. We got to see what those show. And then we'll make a determination if there's, you've gotten the swelling down internally there so that your plumbing works. Basically, without the catheter, and then they can take the thing out, which would be awesome. So that's the MRI is tomorrow. What's today? Today's Tuesday. The MRI is tomorrow, and the full body scan is Friday. So that's coming up this week. But other than that, other than this being uncomfortable, Emily, to answer your question, I don't feel bad today. Subject by the time I'm done with the show. And then I've got the doctor's appointment this afternoon with an oncologist. I don't know how the hell I'm going to feel tonight. But, for now, not bad. Dave Webb is with us. Dave, how are you? Good to see you. Amy's here. As she's late, has no excuses. That's Amy. That's okay. So he says, Amy. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. There wasn't a whole lot on the news front, as you can tell. So that's going to give me a chance to take a little bit of a break, which that's okay too. I will see you guys on Thursday. If anything major happens between now and then, of course, I'll go live with it, and I'll continue on with my efforts at someday getting well again so we can all go on a cruise. Wouldn't that be nice? So anyway, that's it for today. You guys all have a wonderful day. Please, folks, wear your mask, socially distance, keep up the work, keep up the good work. So hopefully someday soon we can all get on cruise ships and go where we want to go. That's it for today. This is Chillie, the Fat Travel Guy. See you next time. Thanks for being with me, y'all. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching today's Travel and Cruise Industry News. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.